Hi there, welcome back to my subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, thanks so much for stopping by. We're going to be making some delicious cornbread today. Let's get into it. So we're going to be going with our dry ingredients first. So now that we have our dry ingredients sorted out, we are moving on to the wet ingredients. Now you might wonder, I'm using butter, but I'm also going to be using some oil, and you're wondering, why am I using both? Oil definitely helps to encourage moisture in the batter, and the butter adds some nice flavor. I do have sugar in here, but I'm gonna be adding some honey as well. It adds more moisture. So when I'm measuring honey, guys, what I do is I brush a thin layer of oil in the measuring spoon. It just helps the honey to slide out easily without having to get a spatula to scrape out the rest that's left. See, poured it in and then watch. It just slides right out, no issues whatsoever. So now I'm going to be adding some more ingredients that are going to make this cornbread nice and moist and tender. What we're doing now is just finishing up the batter. We have the dry ingredients here, and we're gonna add the liquids slowly, just whisk them in, but don't overmix it, because if you overmix, then that just makes your cornbread tough because you're overworking the batter, right? So just mix it enough, and then we're gonna put it in our pan that we're using. So I've made cornbread in loaf pans before, but I find that I get nicer results with the cast iron pan. So this cast iron pan was heated in the oven at 400 degrees. The oven is still hot at 400, and I'm just brushing on some butter. This is just gonna help the cornbread have a nice crust on the outside, a nice rich brown color as well. So this is just an extra step I like to add for appearance and that nice crusty edge. So one thing that I do sometimes when I'm making the cornbread is I put this cast iron pan on this tray so it's easier to remove from the oven, but I also put another tray of water on the bottom shelf in the oven, so that steam that will help to make the cornbread even more moist. So you can do that or you can go without, it's fine. And here we go. I'm going to be making some honey butter. This is just melted butter, and I'll be whisking in some honey, and then later on you'll see what we're going to do with that. So once that delicious cornbread is out of the oven, I like to test it with a wooden toothpick or a wooden skewer, not a knife. Just prick it, and if it comes out clean, that means it's perfectly done. Then I'm gonna prick some more holes into it because I'm gonna be brushing on that nice honey butter, which is just gonna make it nice and glossy and add a little more sweetness and flavor to it. You can do without this or you can use it. Use as much as you like, but just do it while it's warm. When the cornbread cools down, wrap it with some cling wrap, or you can just put it in a sealable container and leave it at room temperature. Warm it up when you're gonna eat it. It's so much nicer when it's warm. I can't wait for you guys to try this. It is so good. You can have it with barbecue, or you can just have it for breakfast. So many options for this cornbread. It's nice and crusty around the edges, and then it is so tender and moist. I promise you're gonna love it. Just look at that, guys. It is so tender and moist. Please leave your comments and let me know once you try this, because I know this recipe has never let me down. Every time I try to change it, I go back to the original. So try it out and let me know how you like it. Thanks so much for watching, and take care till next time.